What is meant by auto scaling? Auto scaling group. So what is that auto scaling group? Auto scaling group is required, or you can say auto scaling group is used when we are concentrating or when we are using a load balancer, right? So I want to just give you one example. Just try to assume okay, this is our load balancer, as you already learned in the previous topics, right? So this is our load balancer. What is this? This is our load balancer. You know, so in the other hand, we are considering this is AWS, and suppose under the AWS we have multiple EC2 instances. What is this? So these are the multiple EC2 instances. You know, in this side we are considering we have a user, right? In this side we are considering these are the user. So these user wants to access a Flipkart website. What the user wants to do? The user wants to access a Flipkart website which is launched on this EC2 instance, right? Which is launched on the EC2 instance. So I'm just assuming this is EC2 instance. So these are the EC2 instances. So what I'm saying, this user wants to access a Flipkart website. So either they can access directly by targeting the EC2. Otherwise, we know if there is, you can say big billion day or some offer period is going on, there may be a lot of traffic, right? There may be a lot of traffic. So how to handle that traffic? So we handle this traffic. Traffic is nothing but suppose there are n number of users who wants to access a Flipkart website. So this n number of requests is called as traffic. So how we handle this traffic? We handle this traffic with the help of load balancer. Means initially the request will come from traffic or from user to load balancer. Load balancer will check which EC2 is free. Suppose the first request will come to the first EC2. When the second request will come, right? When the second request will come, load balancer is checked. First is already busy by giving the response of or by serving the response to first user. The second request will come to second EC2 on the load balancer. Right. Suppose there is a third request. So third request will come to the load balancer. Load balancer will check. Yeah. Third request will come. Second will request will come to the second. You can say load balancer. Second EC2 instance. Suppose there is a third request, right? Or you can say last request. So that request will come to the load balancer. Load balancer will check which EC2 instance is free, and accordingly, load balancer is sending a request to the EC2 instance, and that EC2 instance is giving the response to the particular user. You got it? So this picture you already know because we learn in the application load balancer, we learn in the classical load balancer. Now our target is to understand what is auto scaling group. What is our target? What is auto scaling? So auto scaling group is nothing but or when we use that auto scaling is required in this portion. Auto scaling is required in this portion. Got it? Why auto scaling is required? Just consider example. Suppose initially there was 1,000 customers. Initially there was 1,000 customers, right? But on the big billion day, suppose there are you can say 1 lakhs customer. How many customer? 1 lakhs customer on the first day. Maybe on second day there is 1 million, or you can say 1 billion customer on the next day. Just consider this scenario, right? Initially on the normal days the customer was 1,000. Means after that on the first day of offer it may be 1 lakh, 1 million, and 1 billion, and so on. You can't assume how many customer, how much traffic will come on the load balancer. We don't know. Got it? As an AWS solution architect, we don't know how much traffic will come on this, you can say EC2 instance. So accordingly, we are giving a numbers. We are giving a numbers. Means for example, minimum how many instances may we require? We require minimum may one instance. Maximum how many instances may require? Right? Suppose we are giving 10. So what is this? This is a minimum, this is a minimum, and this is the maximum. It means that in between 1 to 10, you just assume this is the first EC2 instance, and you just assume suppose this is a 10th EC2 instance, right? In between there are second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth instances. So what is meant by auto scaling? Auto scaling means as we decided we required 10 instances, right? And if we are using that 10 instances on daily basis, maybe we need to pay a lots of amount to AWS. Right? Because on the normal day, if there are only 1,000 requests, maybe that can handle by using only one instance. But unnecessary, we have second to 10th instance, and we are paying the amount for that second to 10 instance. Got it? Suppose we just consider another scenario. We have only one instances, but we are getting 1 lakh request. We know that 1 lakh request can't be handled at first EC2. So maybe we require second, third, fourth, and fifth instance. And if we have reserved all the 10 instances, unnecessary we need to pay 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10 instance cost. Got it? Means we don't know when and how much request will come. When and how much traffic will come, we don't know. Accordingly, accordingly, we are just considering the minimum one EC2 will require and maximum 10 will be sufficient. Maximum 10 will be sufficient. Right. So there is one concept called as auto scaling group. What is meant by auto scaling group? Auto scaling group means we are enabling auto scaling group in the AWS. We are giving a minimum count and maximum count. As per the requirement, as per the requirement, AWS automatically scale up. AWS will automatically scale up the EC2 instance. Means as per the requirement, AWS will increase the EC2 instances whenever required. And when there is a no need, automatically AWS will delete the EC2 instances. It will save our cost. Means when there will be 1000 requests only, AWS will scale down. Means second to 10 instance will delete. Got it? And when there is a request or when there is a requirement, AWS will automatically scale up the EC2 instances. So this process is automatic. This process is automatic. That's why this is called as auto. What is meant by scaling? Scaling means either we are increasing or we are decreasing. We are adding or we are deleting. That's why this is called as scaling. Scale. Scale, it may be positive side, it may be negative side. It may be addition, it may be deletion. That's why this is called as scaling. And what is group? So all the EC2 instance are created in only one target group. We have to learn in the application or balancer what is target group. It means that automatically we are adding or deleting EC2 instances in a group. That's why this is called as auto scaling group. And you got it? Why auto scaling group is required? Because as per the request, maybe we require only one instance, maybe we require all the 10 instances. So as per the requirement, AWS will add the instance, will delete the instance as we are just giving the minimum and maximum count of instance, right? So this process is called as auto scaling. So in the interview, maybe you will get a question. Suppose there is one website, right? On that website, there is lots of traffic. Maybe they will give example. Suppose you want to handle the traffic on Facebook because n number of users daily or within a second, each and every second, they are using a Facebook website. Got it? So you want to handle all the traffic, you want to handle all the requests. You can handle the request. So at that time, you can tell them there is a concept called as auto scaling group. With the help of auto scaling group, we can create a group, target group, in which we can give a limit of EC2 instance, which is a minimum limit and maximum limit. As per the requirement, as per the traffic, AWS will scale up or scale down. Scale up means, as per the requirement, AWS will either add the EC2 instance, and scale down means will delete the EC2 instance. So this process is called as auto scaling group. And if we enable the auto scaling group, we require to pay a very less amount. Got it? And if we not enable the auto scaling group, we may require to pay lots of amount. Because in the Flipkart and Amazon, Myntra, you can consider any shopping website. So what happened? On a daily basis, there are normal traffic. But when there will be a big billion day or there will be a sale on Flipkart, Amazon, Myntra, most of the people are going to that site, maybe searching the product, maybe buying the product. The traffic will move. If you consider the Facebook, if you just if you just target the Indian traffic, you know, from morning to night, you can say night 11 p.m. Right? So you are searching or you are surfing the internet, or you can say surfing the Facebook. But maybe after you can say 1 a.m., 2 a.m. at midnight, people are not using the Facebook. Maybe that time the traffic will be very less. The traffic will be very less. Right. So if the traffic will be very less, then they don't want n number of EC2 instances. So they will scale down. They will scale down. Got it? They will scale down or they will scale up. So this process is called as auto. Hope so. You got the theoretical idea. If you got the theoretical idea, please let me know. We can move towards the, you can say, hands-on session.